This is the last video in the Ghana Land type series, so let's talk about family land. It's actually got a pretty intriguing backstory. You may not know this, but before it became known as family land, it was originally part of Stool land or skin land. In fact, you can think of family land as a subset of Stool land. Basically, the Stool originally granted the land to a specific family for activities such as farming, commerce, and other community development purposes. The Stool was to ensure that the land was being used for the benefit of the community. When you think about it, it actually makes a lot of sense as to why family land and Stool land have a lot in common. From there, the family that received the land had control over it and could pass it down from generation to generation. Because of this history and heritage, family land is often considered to be a sacred inheritance and holds significant cultural and traditional value. Now, it's not all bad with family land, and here are some reasons why it might make sense, but I still wouldn't do it unless I had no other choice. Now, acquiring family land can be less expensive than buying government land or Stool land, for several reasons. Now, family land may not be subject to the same market forces as other types of land. This is because it's often not in the most prime location, hence lower demand and less competition for the land. Secondly, privacy and seclusion. Less prime land like family land is often located in areas that are more secluded and private, which can be appealing to buyers who value peace of mind and quiet. Now, this can be a benefit for those who want to build a custom home and not be too close to neighbors. And the last one, the potential for growth. While less prime land may not be as developed as prime land, it often has significant potential for growth and development in anticipation of infrastructural developments. This can be attractive to buyers who want to invest in an area that is up and coming or has the potential to appreciate in value over time. And now let's move on to the problems of family land. You see, family land shares all the drawbacks of land ownership with Stool land and more, just because it stems from it. If you haven't seen any of my videos on the various types of land, I'll link them in the description down below. With that being said, family land adds on one major complexity to the already unorganized documentation process and renewal issues. See, Ghana's population has experienced a six-fold increase over the past 7 decades, leading to a corresponding expansion in the size of families. Now, this can complicate matters when it comes to identifying the relevant parties to engage with and include in witness transactions involving family land. Furthermore, the process of reaching consensus and avoiding conflict over the allocation of funds can be challenging. The next thing you know, after the deal has gone through, a random family member or members claim you paid money to the wrong person. While there exists a system for the appointment of the head of family, similar to that of the chieftaincy, questions of legitimacy and the appropriate method of transaction may still arise in the context of family land. Okay, so if you want to avoid any of these potential issues when buying property, my recommendation would be to use a professional real estate agent and a lawyer. And when I say professional, I mean someone who has your best interest at heart, not just trying to make a quick sale. It's also a good idea to do some homework and conduct your own due diligence. You'd want to know who you're dealing with, so take the time to study the family tree of the landowners. Make sure you can trace everything back to the source. And if you can, talk to other people in the community who have bought property in the same location. They might be able to offer some insights and tips to share. If you're following all of these steps mentioned, you're probably on the right track. Keep it up. Well, now you know. If you're looking to buy, invest, or just curious about land, it's important to understand the different types of land and their unique features. Knowing these details can make a big difference in your decision-making process when it comes to buying property. Personally, I'd recommend going for government land or Stool land, but it's probably best to steer clear of family land. Now, if you found any value in this video, do subscribe to my channel and share your thoughts in the comments down below. I'll see you in the next one.